Comes up is, what is a Guppy Troup? Well, he got his nickname when he was an anchorman for a champion junior league team in which all the teams were named after fishes. His team was the Guppies. They asked him when we were doing our pre-recording, asked him to take his glasses off. He says, these glasses never leave my eyes.
Likes to wear glasses on TV.
Good for the sport.
Yeah, he says it cuts down the glare quite a bit. It's easier for him to see his target.
All right, here we go.
First shot. Two veteran players.
And he's got a good start. The reaction of Guppy Troup.
Very aggressive player.
Frank, he was quoted as saying this is the loosest he has ever been in his whole life. He says that the conditions here permit him to play his game, and he does play the gutter.
He loves to play outside, just like this man right here. He could have bowled a very, very big game the first game, a couple of breaks. Another good shot.
Off fast again. David-Ozio had that 205 to win the first game.
David's probably been the most consistent player on tour. He told me since he's gotten married, he's only missed cashing 5 times. He's been married about 18 months, so he's got a lot of incentive to bowl well.
Second frame, strike going. David-Ozio.
This is a lane he's had trouble with. Good shot, good shot.
Yep.
No trouble with that shot.
Double right there, and he's on schedule for $25,000. It's very early, but you love to see somebody stay perfect as long as you can.
Immediately took a 10-pin lead with that. Guppy needs this strike right here to stay even in the match.
He's got a good attitude. Tell you something, he was in trouble after he broke his leg, and a fellow by the name of John Wilson really worked on his mental approach, and after that, he went out and made $83,000 in 1982. 81, he was in serious trouble as far as his future.
And he twisted his ankle on the winter tour, and he wasn't quite sure if he was going to be back bowling again.
Got some work to do here. He leaves the 2-5. Guppy takes no time. In fact, that rack better get up quick.
This has been a very troublesome spare the whole week for all the players.
And you were absolutely right, Frank Ellenberg, because Guppy Troup is open. Let's take a look at this arm swing and pick up the action here.
I'm going to look at Guppy's form here. This is one of the main reasons why he bowls so well is he has a short backswing. He says he can keep very good control of himself that way, which makes him very consistent.
After you miss a spare, how important is it to come back with a strike right away mentally?
It's very important. Very important to keep your adrenaline flowing and not lose your train of thought.
See if he can do it. The gentleman who has 300 games,
made
23
another good
times.
Shot.
Yep.
Very good shot.
Yep, right there. There'll be no 300 game in this one for Guppy Troup, but he does come back with the strike. Up 22 is Ozio, double going. Third frame.
Take a 32-pin lead with a strike here. Big strike to keep the pressure on Guppy. Another good shot.
Yep.
He is wired in today, Earth.
Is he ever. A turkey going, fourth frame. A look at Pete Thomas behind him, the general manager here at Golden Pin. We'll talk to him a little later on. Hopefully, let's take a look at the knee action right here of David-Ozio.
It's one of the reasons why he's such a good, consistent player. Great game, great knee bend, tremendous leverage. If you look at his shoulders behind his knees at point of release. Another good shot.
And he's still perfect.
He is locked in.
All right. Ozio is perfect. 4 in a row. We'll come back and pick up Guppy Troup right after this message. We're back, and Guppy Troup had that strike after the open in the second, but he's in trouble. He's down 42 to a red-hot David-Ozio.
Needs to get something going right now. It's imperative that he starts striking. He's going to be too far behind to catch up.
Great camera shot. Is it there? Yep. You know, in this year's Showboat Invitational, Marshall Holman had the first 9 strikes against Guppy. Guppy finished with a 279. That's cold-blooded. 9 in a row.
You bowl against players that start striking against you, and you get an open early. It's really tough to catch up.
All right, double going for Guppy. The nice thing is you can get back in it. You just string them together.
You need to strike. That's the name of the game. It's been imperative. Spares have been very tough this week. It's been imperative to make your spares.
Right of Neptune Beach, Florida, 35-year-old Guppy Troup.
Another good shot. Good shot.
Yep.
Cut the lead to 22 with that strike.
All right, here's the story, though. David-Ozio has 4 in a row. If he can continue to do that, we are talking about $25,000 in his pocket. First prize money here is 16.
That would be a nice payday, wouldn't it, Irv?
Yes, it would.
25,000.
All right, let's see if
He's been perfect on this lane. Another good shot.
Oh, and he gets a break. What does he get a break?
Ball snapped in the back end, almost left the double pinochle.
Well, he leaves a 4-7, but it could have been a lot
Really
worse.
snapped in the back end. Gets a nice break. The 10-pin nudges the 6 and knocks the 6 out. Makes for an easy spare.
So it saves true value, $25,000. Let's see if he can pick this up. Well, what a break that pin goes down. That might be the one you look at. Remember the 5th frame, Frank.
David still has a 20-pin lead in the match. Needs to get back on it right here. David made his first TV show here.
And he's got, that first TV show against the guy who won it. Mike Durbin, we'll see him later. All right, Guppy, a turkey going 6th frame. He got back in this after he missed that spare in the 2nd.
Guppy can cut that lead to 10 pins with a strike here.
Get the feeling that Guppy Troup is very tough when he smells the money. Just have that feeling about him.
Guppy knows how to win by evidence of his last, well, he's got 7 previous titles. He's going for number 8 today. Another good shot.
Yeah, 4 in a row. 4 in a row. Oh, Guppy Troup. And I had a chance to talk to him earlier, and I asked him this question. Guppy, does your clothing help you in your bowling?
I think in a way it does. It relaxes me a little bit more. The crowd gets behind me because of the wild pants and the sunglasses and the name. And when the crowd's behind you, it keeps you pumped up a lot more, and you try a little bit harder to, give them something to watch.
Well, he has stayed pumped, and he's got 4 in a row. He opened with a strike, had an open in the 2nd. Since then, he has been perfect. 4 straight strikes, going for 5, 7th frame.
Can even the match here with a striker. A little bit high.
Yep, and he gets the split, whereas Ozio got some 10-pin action that avoided the split.
Right, he got a little soft in that ball, got it a little bit left to target, tried to help it just a little bit.
Boy, he took no time, but is unable to pick it up. All right, we'll come back and take a look at David-Ozio, who leads it by 35. Irv Brown, Frank Ellenberg. Let me correct something I said as we left. It's a 25-pin lead for this gentleman, David-Ozio, over Guppy Troup.
He can increase it to 35, though, with a strike here.
And there's his wife.
Lovely wife, Lisa.
Lisa watched him bowl at 205 in that first match. All right, here we go.
Good shot.
And he's got it. All right.
35 with that strike.
Well, there wasn't any question about that one. Hit that head pin. And
looks like he has a lot of confidence today. He's throwing the ball extremely well.
Well, he's locked in because even the ones he's missed have been good shots.
That shot in the 5th frame, he might have gotten just a little bit soft on it, but other than that, he's throwing the ball just perfect.
Still clean.
Got that a little right.
Oh, did he throw the big cranker that time?
Got it back.
Oh, twisted a little bit. Let's take a look at this big twister, Frank.
Got the ball way
On
right.
the gutter.
Tremendous hand action brought that ball back. Ball hits light, kicks the 5 into the 8.
Keep in mind, he had 2 gutter balls in a key match earlier this year, so he's thinking about that. Come in, please. Let's pick up
Closes his
Guppy.
eyes, he loved that.
So he fights back pretty good.
Another good shot by Gupp.
We're live with Guppy Troup, who has either gotten a strike or an open in his match with David-Ozio.
Very important he gets his strike.
So he doubles up. Keep it alive.
He's still in the match. He has a possible 233. David's bowling at a 248 clip right now.
Dave, doesn't he need a mistake? Frank, doesn't he need a mistake from David?
He has to have a mistake by David in order to get back in the match, in order to have a chance to win. If if David stays clean the next 2 frames without an open frame, he's going to be the winner in this match.
It's tough because Ozio has a spare in the 5th. And other than that, it is all strikes. He leads it by 45. What a
David
show
needs
he's
to
put
keep
on.
the ball on the lane this time. If he keeps it on the lane, he will be the winner in this match.
Assuring himself of at least $6,000. That's 3rd place money. 4th place is 5. And it's coming in there pretty good. Yep. And will it make it?
He is the winner in this match, Irv. He just shut Gupp out with that shot.
Guppy gets up, and that's what I like about him. He's a lot like Dick Weber. He's good for the sport. He knows it's over. There'll be another day.
That's right. Very good player. Very nice player. He's a gentleman when he loses, and that's tough to be sometimes.
The spare, no problem that time for Ozio. And he's going to wind up with a 250 something. Bowled a 205 in the first game.
Seems that he's met his match the last 2 times on TV with 279 against Marshall Holman and now a 257 game against David-Ozio.
All right. Okay, so Ozio is our winner. We'll come back, getting ready for that 3rd match right after this message.